Savannah Stone or Savannah Stone. Hi y'all, it's Jupiter. If you're new here, what's up? And if you're back here, sup nigga. And I'm sorry for that intro. I couldn't figure out like what else to say for Savannah Stone. In fact, I'm just now finding out who the fuck this bitch is. But I don't even remember how I ran across her. I just know I was on TikTok, as I do, doom scrolling, and I somehow come across her, and I don't even remember what video it is. Actually, I think I saved it. Actually, it was a stitch. It was of someone like stitching what she said.
You get dressed up to go to brunch, you get dressed up to go to church. Why don't you do it when your husband comes home from work?
That wasn't the video. That was not at all the video that I was looking at that made me want to do this video. It was just this video, and it was of Savanna, and she was talking about how she got married at 19 and how that was the best thing she did because now her and her husband are on vacation, which I don't even know how old Savannah Stone is. Let me look it up because she has to be like 30 right now, right? Oh, well, that's harsh. I was oh my God, I am going to fucking hell. I don't know if I should edit that out. Basically, I thought that Savannah Stone was 30 because 30's not old, okay? 30's not old, and she doesn't look bad. She just, that's a harsh 21 years. I'm sorry, that was fucked up. That really was an accident. I actually had no clue who this was. Apparently she got married when she was 19. Apparently she's only 21 right now. So she's still a kid. If you're 21 watching this, I'm not saying, when you get to 25 and your frontal lobe develops, you'll know exactly what I mean. I'm not calling y'all kids, but y'all will know what I mean. Right now you feel grown because yeah, you're a grown woman or man at 21, but then once that frontal lobe develops, it's instantly like, I gotta do my taxes. For anyone like 25 and up, y'all know what I mean? Y'all know what I mean, right? Me at 19 years old was probably the most fucking stupid I've ever been. I don't know what happened. I think it's because you think you're grown because you're past 18. You're like, I'm officially an adult now for real, guys. And then you just do the dumbest shit. And then you learn the hard way that you actually are still a fucking kid. So yeah, she was just saying that she feels like that's amazing. And she preaches, from what I've read about her, she preaches that every girl should find a man as soon as they fucking hit 18 and start having babies, even though she has yet to have any kids. If you're preaching something, practice what you preach. And you guys already seen her husband. Sus. I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything because I don't speculate on people's sexuality, but sus. In that video that I showed you guys, someone said bro gave us time to split into groups of 4 and discuss. Anyway, let's just dive right into it. I didn't look at all her videos, but I just want to sit here and do what I usually do, react to them, give my thoughts and opinions, have you guys give your thoughts and opinions, because we're here to start a conversation, guys. Oh, and if you guys are new here, I usually talk about women's issues, and I sometimes do a bonus video. If you guys enjoy this video so far, please hit that like and subscribe button and that bell notification so you're notified every time I upload. I upload once a week. Now let's get into this video.
I always find it interesting that the top listened to podcasts for men are all self-help podcasts, but the top listened to podcasts for women is Call Her Daddy.
I don't even know what Call Her Daddy is. I know it's a podcast. I don't know what I don't know what Call Her Daddy talks about. But before I fucking continue, bro, what podcast are men are the self-help that men are listening to? Are you talking about Andrew Tate? Fresh and Fit? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Anything red pill related, telling them that women are just objects and you could fuck as many bitches as you want and you're nothing if you don't got money and it's not okay to cry. Like, all of those are self-help. What do you mean? The fuck are men listening to? If that were true, why do more women go to therapy than men?
There is so clearly a war on young women's minds, and there has been for a very long time. Not only when it comes to your lifestyle and the way that you think, but your actual identity. We don't know what to put our identity into because we're constantly being sold a new identity. This is called a coherent aspirational identity system, and there's a new one pretty much every 6 months to a year. So these billionaires in boardrooms that we talked about that own these platforms, they create these coherent aspirational identity systems, and then they attach them onto your favorite influencer or celebrity. So as a woman consuming this content, you're never going to feel enough because you can't have what they have. This is why women's bodies go in and out of trend, by the way. Have you ever noticed that this is only a woman's thing and not a man's thing? It used to be curvy, BBL, big boobs, small waist, and now we're back to the 90s skinny style. And in a few years, it's going to change again, and you cannot keep up with it. And that's the entire point. These are all campaigns designed to keep you spending money because women have the most power in the consumer market, to keep you depressed because you feel like you'll never be as beautiful as that person, you'll never have the things that they have, and to keep you distracted. It's also to psyop your mind because somehow we've convinced an entire generation of women that marriage is slavery.
I do agree with her on all of that, but I think it attacks all of us as a whole. Unpopular opinion. Men feel like they have to do the most in order to attract women, and women feel like we have to do the most in order to just feel comfortable and pretty in our skin. But as of 2026, there's things called looks maxing, so now it's not only affecting women, it's affecting men too. As for her marriage comment, I disagree. I don't think any woman, or that I know of, I mean, I feel like there's extremists on both sides, but most women that I know, they don't think it's slavery. They just don't want it. The way these trad wives promote their shit and the shit she be saying, she says she don't feel like women should be voting.
I don't think women should vote anyways.
And she believes that fresh out of high school, you should be looking for a husband or getting married and start having babies. And she did say she feels like she's really extreme on the role of a woman should be just at home, which doesn't make any fucking sense considering she has her own fucking career at the young age of 21 going on 30. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm gonna stop saying that. She doesn't have kids and she has her own fucking career. So when you have these trad wives talking about marriage in this way, then yeah, it looks like fucking slavery. It's you, bitch. You're making it look like slavery.
And you should never be dependent on a man, but selling your nudes for $5.99 a month is somehow independent and you're not relying on men.
I have a lot of issues with OnlyFans or even just sex work in general. I'm obviously not against it. I do have a lot of issues with it, and I feel like it is pushed on younger girls. Like, I don't think this is an unpopular opinion. I see a lot of people coming around to this. I think it shouldn't be promoted to younger women in the way it is. Like, why are there 12-year-olds talking about they want to be a stripper when they're older, an OnlyFans model when they're older? That's ridiculous. I'm sure you guys understand, but if you are a grown woman, and I'm going to say past the age of 21, I feel like when you hit 21 and if you still want to do an OnlyFans, do it. I feel like 18, 19, 20 is way too young to even start an OnlyFans. Y'all can hate me for it. Not really able to process, but I think you have a better understanding on how to process that at 21.
Everyone kind of squirms when you say you're getting married as an 18, 19-year-old.
Because you're a kid. Statistically, y'all about to be divorced in the next 10 years.
They'd rather you go to college and give it out for free in Phi Kappa Alpha.
What's wrong with someone that want to pop their pussy for free?
Like, think about it, because these are some of the comments I got. It was like, don't you want to have fun? Don't you want to go to college and experience life? Why do we claim that experiencing life means you have to be single? Why is sleeping around a part of having fun?
When everyone's saying, don't you want to go explore life and stuff, who the fuck is talking about sleeping around? About meeting new people and keeping your options open. You're not going to be the same person you are at 18 or 19 at the age of 25. I couldn't imagine being held down, like married at 18 or 19, because you learn a lot and people grow apart. You guys are kids. Like at 18, 19, if you get married at that age, you guys are kids. I'm not saying it's bound to end in divorce. If you turn 18 or 19 and you're with someone, there's no reason to leave your partner if you guys are on the same page, on the same track. Just locking it down in marriage that soon is the problem. And it's where a lot of issues come to. When people say experience life, that is not what they mean. Get it through your head, bitch.
I have way more fun with my husband than I ever would by myself.
Y'all, every time she mentions her husband, it's that one picture that keeps showing up in my head. Why would you post that, bitch? Why would you post that?
And there is something so unique and beautiful about starting from the bottom with the love of your life and building together. Now what has happened in society is we have told both men and women that they need to build separate lives before somehow merging the two together. But two separate lives do not easily merge.
This is my personal opinion. I feel like you can build at any moment, no matter where your guys' lives are. If you guys are meant to be together, then you guys are gonna build together. It's just that. Girl, you haven't even lived life without being in a marriage. I feel like life starts when you're 18, personally. I believe that is when life really starts. If you're with someone else, you don't even have time to figure out who you are, because all of your energy is in this one person. So your whole identity is built around this one person.
Marriage used to be the starting point. Now we've said it ruins success. But the funny thing is, on average, married couples earn 30% more than unmarried individuals. And not because we're combining two incomes now, but it also applies if just one of them is working or if they run a business together.
Future me here. So basically, I did look into it, and married men do make 30% more than single men on average. But it's not as simple as what she was trying to make it seem like. I don't know why she said separately either. No, this is married men. It has nothing to do with women. There's like 3 basic reasons as to why men make 30% more. The first reason was because men that have money are more likely to get married than men that don't have money. They're already making more money before they even enter the marriage. So it's just, she was wrong. It's not that simple. 2, there's an employer bias. Married men are usually looked at like they got their shit together and more reliable because they're married. So the employer tends to give them more raises and more promotions rather than single men. And 3, because men make more because they're more likely to be able to pick up more hours than a single man. Like, let's say you have a wife at home with the kids. Well, then you're able to pick up more hours, and you're picking up more hours because you have a family to take care of. So it's more stress on them. Not that anyone's uplifting each other. It's not in the way she put it. It's literally just circumstances that make married men, not women, married men make more than single men. It's not that simple. I just wanted to fact check that. It's like she read it and just ran with it instead of doing the research as to why that is. And yeah, I'm here to tell y'all why that is. Sorry to shit on your parade, Savanna. Bitch, I thought you said women shouldn't work. Bitch, shouldn't you be in the kitchen? Go make that nigga a sandwich real quick. Get off this damn podcast. What the fuck is this bitch doing? She need to go forward his laundry.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but it's okay to like your husband.
She needs to dress more modest. I see too much fucking cleavage. I can't. These whores do not know how to dress nowadays, y'all. Like, it's disgusting. Why married men turn to porn?
What's something else you do in your marriage that most people would have a problem with?
I never say no to sex.
I watch porn, bitch. I think I'd still watch porn if I was married. I think we watched that bitch together. Sorry, Mom. It's okay to flick your bean or stroke the snake sometime in a marriage or without the marriage. Because I promise you, you know your body better than the other person. Sometimes it's okay to just yank that bitch off. But anyway, did this bitch say she never says no to sex?
Break that down for me. Do you think most women say no to sex?
Oh, there's like a whole joke about it on the internet where they're like, when I told him tonight was his lucky night, but I'm already in my pajamas and face mask or whatever. And then women are in the comments like, haha, yeah, I told him 2 weeks ago, still hasn't been his lucky night.
I don't like the way this makes me feel. I'm gonna tell y'all a story. I'm a survivor of sexual assault. For the longest, I was like having flashbacks, like when my significant other touched me. Sex was so traumatizing to me that I had to take a break from it. I have PTSD, so sometimes like it's acting up and then I can't have sex. Like it happens and yeah, I'll say no. He cheated on me and then later on was like, I thought you were cheating on me because you weren't fucking me. I know that's common for some women and that's why they're saying no to sex. I don't see a point in flaunting it like that. Like what about people like with that issue? Or what if it's not even that deep? What if you just don't want to have sex? Why are you obligated to? If you don't want to have sex, why are you obligated to have sex? Because that's your husband? I know some men are probably watching this like, you don't have to do anything that you don't want to do. Y'all, it's okay to say no to sex. Whatever your husband does after that, if he cheats or whatever, that is not on you. If your sex life is going so ass, I do feel like there's something deeper going on, and it's not that you just don't want to feel like it. If it's constantly happening, there's something deeper that you need to be addressing. It's okay to say no to sex when you literally don't feel like it though.
Oh, there's like a whole joke about it on the internet where they're like, when I told him tonight was his lucky night, but I'm already in my pajamas and face mask or whatever. And then women are in the comments like, haha, yeah, I told him 2 weeks ago, still hasn't been his lucky night.
She was probably fuming when she saw that. Whoa, never say no to sex.
And I'm like, why do you think men go and cheat on you? Why do you think they watch porn while they're married?
Why do you think men cheat on you? Like, bitch, use your hand. Get a pocket pussy. I'll fucking get a pocket pussy out of the sculpting of my vagina walls. Yeah, this is gonna be on the internet forever.
Not saying that's for every case, but like, he's got a wife at home for a reason.
He has a wife at home for a reason. That's his personal pocket pussy.
And women just refuse it. They don't really see it as a foundational part of their marriage, but it is. It's like the oxygen of your marriage.
I disagree. I think sex can be important in a marriage, or sex can be important in a relationship. I don't think it's not the fucking oxygen, bitch. Like, if sex is the oxygen to your marriage, then you guys are lacking a lot. If you guys can't go a little bit without having sex, then you guys, there's something missing, because a relationship isn't just about sex. Like I said, when I was going through a lot and having my PTSD, like acting up like that, I couldn't have fucking sex. Like, if sex is that important to the relationship and not being there for your partner, there's a problem. Anyway, my friend just told me to head out, so I will film the second half of this video probably tomorrow. So the next time you see me, I'm gonna be looking a little different. If y'all see that shit in the background, it was this one shoe. Like, I don't know why the fuck that bitch is here. Like, hi y'all, I'm back. Y'all ready to finish the video? Y'all ready? I had a great Juneteenth, by the way. I was filming that on Juneteenth. I did want to address what I was saying last, because I just edited the first half of the video, and I realized that I didn't even like speak really solely on like why that bothers me. Obviously, sex is important in marriage. I'm not married. I've been in a long-term relationship, but I'm not fucking married. Obviously, sex is important. My whole thing was, she made it seem like sex was so fucking important and it overrides everything else. I do think sex is important in marriage. I just don't think it's as important as she made it seem. If for some reason the other person can't have sex for like a few months or whatever, your relationship should not fall apart. Like, honestly, like, that was my whole point. It's not oxygen in the relationship. If sex is the oxygen in your relationship, then there's something wrong. That's my opinion. It's okay to say no to sex. Sometimes you don't want to, and sometimes you don't feel like it for an entire month. There's no excuse to go out and cheat. Maybe figure out why you don't want to have sex. Maybe you guys can figure that out together. There's something going on. I didn't like that. Anyway, let's get on to the next video.
I genuinely cannot stand when a woman is like, I don't do anything for my man because he's a grown-ass man and he should be able to do it himself. Then why are you there?
Okay, I'm confused. Okay, what woman is saying they're not going to do anything for their husband? Maybe that happens, but I have yet to see that. I feel like these conservative trad wife women, they switch what the average wife is actually saying. Is she talking about women that don't want to pick up and do their fucking husband's laundry because he can do it themselves, or doesn't want to pick up after the husband? Yeah. What? Or someone that doesn't want to always cook for their husband. I think it's fine to cook for your husband. When I was in a relationship, he used to cook for me, I used to cook for him. It was just like 50-50 on that. If I don't feel the need to do his laundry, like, if that's completely out of my way, then I'm not gonna do it. I think that's what people are saying. Like, you know how some women get so irritated at their husband for leaving their dirty fucking socks all over the fucking ground, or their underwear all over the fucking ground? I think that's what they're talking about. They shouldn't have to clean up after their husband. You're a grown-ass man. That's your husband, not your fucking child. It should be a partnership. Sorry, my dog is like under me and I don't want to like hit her right now. I don't want to hit her right now. She's like at my feet right now and I'm trying not to move, but I feel like I need to get closer to the camera. Anyway, not important. Hi, baby. She looks so cute right now, guys. I can't.
Because being wifed up is a privilege. Women get far more benefits from marriage than men do. Historically and statistically, marriage reduces the risk of poverty for women far more dramatically than it does for men.
Historically is a wild thing to say, because historically women were barely allowed to fucking work. If we're talking historically, let's really talk about the whole historical aspects of marriage. Historically, we were just fucking objects. And this was how we traded. I mean, I was black, so I didn't even have that. I was traded off to my fucking slave owner. Historically, it wasn't like that. Like, historically, this is bullshit. Historically, the reason it helped with poverty for women was because they had no way of getting any fucking income, you fucking idiot. Since we're talking historically, you know, let's talk about statistically. I didn't even know that. I literally didn't know that. I'm gonna figure that out right here, right now. Okay, y'all, I looked it up. This bitch is bullshitting. Aren't we used to it? Aren't we fucking used to it? It's not as simple. It's not as simple as she made it seem. The reason, oh my, can't wait to say this. The reason it reduces poverty rates in women is because the women that are in poverty are usually single mothers. There's a higher rate of women in poverty, and it's because these women are single moms. with no help from the fucking dad.
Well, that's the woman's fault. She needs to choose her baby daddy better.
That nigga should have wrapped his motherfucking willy. Yes, it can be shared responsibility because it was, they both decided to do it, right? Exactly. So why does it fall all on the fucking woman? Why can't the dad just be active in the kid's life? Like, that argument always falls apart for me because it's like, yeah, it was between both of them. It was a two-party thing that created the baby. So why the fuck are you guys blaming the woman for having to deal with the consequences of it when really, like y'all say, two people created the child, so why can't the father help with the fucking baby? Back to my point with that video I made a while back, how everything's the woman's fault. That's another thing to add. What the fuck? How about men just be better fucking dads? The single woman with no kids have a lower rate of poverty than women that do have kids. If you're a woman that doesn't have any kids, then you're less likely to be in poverty. So this argument falls apart.
Women are the ones who file for divorce at a far higher rate.
What does that even fucking mean? Like, why does it matter? Like, I feel like the reason that is because women don't put up with bullshit. In my experience, I've noticed that women do leave toxic relationships quicker than a man does.
Women get structure, stability, security, financial provision, and protection. So what exactly is the man getting out of a marriage?
A loving relationship? Like, why does bitch talk about marriage like it's a fucking business transaction? The hell's going on here? Bitch, we're in 2026. You don't think women are out here getting their own money? Building their own structure? Like, what? In fact, there's an uphill of more single women and more girl bosses, which I do agree that I do think that does correlate, in my opinion. Women tend to pour more into a relationship than a man does, in my opinion. And maybe that's why women tend to file for divorce quicker, because they don't feel appreciated, in my opinion.
So what exactly is the man getting out of a marriage? Now, men obviously do benefit, but when you're actually doing the things that he needs. Men need emotional grounding, encouragement, nurturing, and organization. And if he made you a housewife, girl, don't even get me started, because you have someone who's providing for you and your entire lifestyle and your needs, and you're still not willing to do anything for him. Because the man would be fine on his own, sister. I'm sure he would save a lot of money not being with you. Men can live in a 500 square foot apartment and sleep on a sleeping bag, but I'm sure that he's made life a little bit nicer for you. I'm sure he's fully capable of doing his own laundry and putting his dish in the dishwasher and cooking himself a meal, of course. But how entitled is it for you to just sit around all day and not do anything for the man that has committed his entire life to you, that has put himself in a disadvantaged situation of marriage in order to provide for you and protect you and make you happy?
I think both in a healthy marriage benefit the same amount.
I got one the other day where she was like, I can't stand when my husband leaves his clothes on the floor in the bathroom. It's driving me nuts. What do I do? And I said, just pick them up.
But why the fuck is it on the floor in the first place? That's a grown-ass man. He can't pick up his own drawers. Don't piss me off. Like, you just were praising men for being capable of taking care of themselves, but they can't pick their dirty ass drawers off the fucking floor. And then how inconsiderate of him to be leaving his shit around if she's the one that always has to fucking pick it up.
Every night when my husband takes a shower, he leaves his clothes on the bathroom floor, and I just pick them up and I go put them in the laundry room, because guess what? The laundry is my role in the household.
Okay. In my past relationship, we had a fucking hamper. That's what the fuck we used. We put our shit in a fucking hamper. After the bathroom, we put that bitch in the hamper. Whenever the hamper got full, whoever saw it first, whoever put the last bit of clothes in there and it was time to do laundry, we just did the fucking laundry. Okay, if laundry is your role in the house, why can't your husband just make the task a little easier for you and put it in the fucking hamper? Am I more pissed off today? Yo, I'm having cramps. I think my period's about to start, because what's happening?
Why do you say that consent doesn't exist in marriage?
Because when you say I do, you are committing to a lifetime of sex.
What do you mean there's no such thing as no consent in a fucking marriage? What? Imagine if I do get married and for some reason my PTSD is acting up. And for anyone that's dealt with sexual assault and that has the same fucking problem, because I know I'm not alone on this. I know this is a common issue for survivors of sexual assault. Do you realize how harmful saying that is? That could be very fucking harmful for anyone that struggles with the things that I'm mentioning. That also causes problems for people that have been raped in their marriage. A problem that a lot of women have, or men, have faced issues with is if they get raped by their husband or wife in a marriage. They struggle to understand how that's even rape because that's their husband, right? That's their wife, right? Thinking like this is what makes it so complicated for those who are in a marriage and do get raped by their husband or wife, because it confuses them. Like, how could my husband or wife rape me? That's my husband or wife. You can, in fact, get raped in your relationship or in your marriage. You don't owe them sex all the time. Long story short, you're allowed to say no to sex in your marriage. If they continue to take advantage of you when you just said no, it's still rape.
You didn't fold your laundry, I'm not gonna have sex with you. You didn't unload the dishwasher, I'm not gonna have sex with you. That is manipulation.
Why is she making it seem like those are the only examples as to why a woman is gonna say no to having sex with her husband? Yeah, you shouldn't use withholding sex to weaponizing against your fucking husband or whatever. But I mean, shit, you can do whatever you want. It's your fucking pussy.
If you saw a woman who's a preacher today or a priest,
It's a sin.
sin?
It's wrong. Women shouldn't lead churches. Women in the military, police officers, anyone in combat, those should all be men's roles.
Why? Why do you think that? Because the Bible says that? Give me 3 reasons, write a 10-page essay, and use at least 7 sources. You see what college taught me, bitch?
I don't see the point in college for women. I think it's really detrimental to them.
And your 7 sources have to be peer-reviewed. Bitch, do you know what that is? No, because you didn't go to college, ho.
What about politicians?
Also men's roles. We've proven over the past 100 years that women cannot be trusted in the political realm.
When did we prove that? Bitch, when did we prove that? Look at Congress. It's fucking filled up with a whole bunch of white men. When did we even get a chance to prove that what we could do? I've said this before. I truly believe if it was like 50% men, 50% women, we would have a completely different outcome. That's if the men even take the women seriously, because they never fucking take us seriously. In fact, I read somewhere that the most peaceful places to live are ran by women. Not always, because I mean, look at which Korea is it? I might have went to college, but I'm not good at geography.
But when you get married, your body belongs to your husband and your husband's body belongs to you.
You could make the case that grape is bad for certain people.
I don't even know how I ended up on that TikTok. I don't even want to talk about what the hell I just saw.
Would you stay if your husband cheated on you?
My husband is such a man of God that if that were to happen, I would know that I did something wrong to cause that to happen, because he is so close to God that there would be no room for that to happen.
If my man stuck his dick in another bitch, I know I did something wrong. What the fuck did you do? Because he's so close to God. He would never, ever stick his dick in another bitch. But if he did, God told me that I did something wrong. I physically pushed his dick into another bitch's vagina. This video is definitely not getting monetized. Girl, you could do everything right and a man will still cheat. And if the man cheats, he's just a fucking cheater. Because what you should do, if those urges are coming to you, is maybe talk about what the fucking relationship is lacking. If you just go out and cheat, that has everything to do with the person that cheated. I don't give a fuck what no one says. That's bullshit.
If you're pro-marriage and you're pro-family and you're saying that 2 people of the opposite race should not get married, like, please, show me where that is in the Bible. I get where it's coming from in the sense that the global population of white people is now 7%. Back in the 1900s, it was 35%. Yes, we are a minority. But the reason for that is not because interracial couples are getting married. The reason for that is because white women in the West are so psyoped by feminism that none of them are having children. Why do you think we have passport bros? Why do you think all these guys go to different countries and they don't want a woman from the West? Because we've been so psyoped by feminism and we're not having children. That's the problem.
There's a lot to unpack there. Is that even true? Okay, so she was wrong. It's actually 12 to 16% of the global population that are white. I don't know where the fuck she got 7% from, but I can't find anywhere where it says that it's 7%. It says it's a common misconception. Did she just say white people are the minority? Okay, I just looked at something breaking it down. Asia, we all know, is a gigantic fucking continent. That's where over 50% of the world's population is at, which makes fucking sense. Asia's huge. Well, people of African descent are approximately 14 to 15% of the global population, and white to European populations is like around 12 to 16%. And then there's just other. Okay, Savanna, so did you know that more women are choosing to be single? Yeah, you said that. Any reason why? I know she was talking about white women, so I was just referring to we as in Western women overall. My bad, y'all. I am in fact black. The passport bros on the other is a completely different issue. But that's adding to the reason why we don't want to deal with them niggas. Like, what? The reason that these niggas don't want to deal with us is because we don't want to deal with them. You're acting like we're losing something here. We don't give a fuck what they're doing. We don't care. We don't want them. They are the embodiment of why we don't want to deal with them. They try to make it seem like it's us. No, it's you, bro. You're single and no woman up here in the US wants you because you're insufferable to be around. I told y'all briefly about how that nigga pissed in my laundry detergent, right? I bet you this nigga would become a passport bro. I know for a fact, somewhere out here, he's making me seem like I'm crazy for getting mad at this nigga for pissing in my laundry detergent. Anyway, that's the end of this video. Thank you for staying to the end. If you like this video, please hit like and subscribe. And if you didn't like this video, please hit like and subscribe. I post once a week, and if you like this video, maybe hit that bell notification too so you're notified every time I upload. And if you guys like listening to my annoying voice and seeing my face, maybe follow my TikTok or Instagram. That will be in the description below. I post daily on there, just random videos of me just doing the first thing that comes to mind. What are your guys' thoughts on her rhetoric that she spreads around? Thank you guys for watching. I will be back next week. Bye.